Hi, my darlings. I'm Sophie Darling, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we are here with the first episode of season 3, which is the Swordsmith Village arc. I think, yeah, Swordsmith Village arc. That's a mouthful. And I also just had a realization that season 4 is really short. It's like 8 episodes. And then there's the Infinity Castle movie, which is finally available to stream. So yes, we will be watching the Infinity Castle movie. And I think then, from what I've heard, the rest of Demon Slayer will just be movies, that it's like 3 more movies after that, and then it wraps up the entirety of Demon Slayer. I'm so sad that we're not really that far off from finishing Demon Slayer in general. And I've loved every single moment. So I'm going to be absolutely devastated when we do finally come to the conclusion of Demon Slayer. But yeah, I'm excited to see what our new adventure of season 3 takes us, especially because at the end we got the introduction to the Hashira with the snake. So I think he's going to be a prevalent figure in the new arc. We might get more Hashiras, but we're also going to get the aftermath of a upper rank finally being defeated for the first time in 100 years. We're going to see Muzan's reaction to that, but also the pressure that that's going to put on the other upper ranks to not let that happen. So does that mean we maybe get someone moved up to take the upper 6th position? But he's already wiped out the lower ranks because Muzan was like, oh, they're not needed. And then now he's in a situation where the upper ranks are also being killed because he never foresaw that this would ever happen, because he was so assured that the upper ranks were undefeatable that he had no need for the lower ranks anymore. He was like, you're pitiful, you're useless, I'm just going to wipe you out and get rid of you. And now we're in a situation where the upper 6th is gone, and now all the others are at risk. So he really has just left himself kind of in a really compromising position, you know? He's sort of bringing about his own downfall in multiple ways. You know, Tanjiro was his oversight and has now discovered sun breathing, which is something that Muzan is absolutely fucking terrified of, because we've seen his flashback is linked to the originator of sun breathing. So Tanjiro is now someone that he really just wants to get rid of before he gets even more powerful, because Tanjiro's sun breathing, there was the mention by Daki that it impacts regeneration. So it is the biggest threat to demons in general. So you have the sun is the biggest threat to demons, and now you have Tanjiro who does sun breathing, which impacts regeneration. So very real threat, which makes sense as to why Muzan probably tried to wipe out everyone that is in connection to sun breathing, because he wanted to ensure that sun breathing never came back into fruition, but the technique had already been passed down to Tanjiro. And then we have Nezuko, who is getting stronger and stronger and stronger. She has really fast regeneration. She can also evolve herself, but she can't quite control that side of her. It's like she lost her temper, but maybe she will be able to control that at some point. We've discovered that her blood demon art doesn't harm humans. It can also heal them of poison, but it can hurt demons. So these two siblings are a threat to everything that Muzan holds dear. And then there's also the blue spider lily that was mentioned at the start of season 2 that Muzan wants to find. And I think it's in connection to the fact that this blue spider lily probably is what Tanjiro needs to save Nezuko, to get Nezuko back to being a human. And even though it's a myth, it's still something that Muzan wants to erase so that no one can be turned back into a human, because then that just ruins his plans to build his army. So yeah, I'm excited to see the aftermath and Muzan losing his shit over the news, but also the fact that Tanjiro is still alive and kicking it, because again, I had a theory in season 2 that the whole reason Tanjiro's family was wiped out is because he learned that they were the next to inherit the sun breathing technique, and that he wanted to get rid of them before it could be passed on, and that there were no other children after the fact because the father was dead. So he's like, well, if I kill all the children and the mum, there is no one to inherit sun-breathing, and it wipes out the line of the sun-breathing technique being passed on. Because Tanjiro can pass it on to his son, but if Tanjiro had been killed along with all his other siblings, Tanjiro wouldn't be able to carry on the legacy of it. He would have wiped out sun-breathing for good by killing everyone in Tanjiro's family. But Tanjiro wasn't there, and Tanjiro already inherited the dance from his dad because his dad taught him when he was younger, because his dad was always weak and ill, and his dad passed away. Muzan really is bringing about his own downfall right now. But that's 100% the reason why he targeted Tanjiro's family, because it is the only reason that makes sense, is that he figured out who was the inheritor of the Hinokami Kagare dance, and he realized that there were children that may have known the dance because his dad had already long been passed away at that point, but he knew there were children, so the likelihood is that one of them may have inherited the dance, and therefore he then thought, I'm not taking any chances, I'm going to kill everyone. But without further ado, though, we're going to get into episode 1 of season 3. They did. I wonder if Nezuko could technically heal him from whatever he's suffering from. Is it a poison? Because it kind of looks similar to what Uzai was suffering from. Like a very slow acting one. Ooh, I'm so excited. Because we're also going to see more upper ranks. Oh, Muzan's going to be pissed. Infinity Castle. Ooh. Which makes me think if the movie's called Infinity Castle, it's because they take the fight to Muzan directly. But I wouldn't want to be fucking with this place. This place is disorientating. Mm-hmm. Ooh. I have chills. I really can't wait to learn about his backstory, because he really fascinates me. Wow. This place is insane, but also the animation is just insane. So I wonder if he's going to be the main focus for season 3, or if maybe they'll hold off on making him the main focus because of how strong he is, because they've only killed an upper 6th. I mean, it's still an upper rank, and it's the first that's been killed in like 100 years, but still, he's like insanely strong. Who knows how many Hashira he's killed? Ooh! Swordsmith village arc! Does that mean we're gonna see Tanjiro's blacksmith, swordsmith? Not really a blacksmith. What? Upper 5. I was about to say 5th and then confused myself. Oh my god, that's so funny. Just the interaction between them where he's like, oh, it made my heart sing to think that you might have perished. Could you imagine the Demon Slayer calls speaking to each other this way? Again, it's just showing the parallels between the Demon Slayer call and the 12 Demon Moons, because they would never wish for the death of another member. They only want each other to succeed. They only want to support and help one another. So the fact that he sat here like, yeah, I hope you had died. Could you imagine anyone saying that to Rengoku, or celebrating Rengoku's death and being happy that Rengoku died? They were all absolutely devastated at the loss of Rengoku, to the point that they continue to carry his death and the weight of it forward with him. I just once again love the parallels where we're seeing the difference in the attitude, that the organizations are mirrors of each other but run different ways. The Demon Slayer core members are mirrors of the 12 Demon Moon, but one is for good and one is for evil. One is for protecting people and one is for destroying people. I don't know. I know people might think it's really simplistic, but I think it's just so well done in terms of it adds so much dimension and intrigue, especially when you see how they interact and then you can pair it back and you're like, oh wow, okay. Like, can you imagine if the Demon Slayer core functioned this way? It would just be chaos, absolute travesty.
しばらくはあのうちに玉子は数も数えられなくなって
Before
呼ばれたのは113年
113 years.
割り切れぬ数字
So 113 years. Wait. Hold the front door. So it's been 113 years since an upper rank was killed. Could an upper rank have been killed by the one that Muzan's so scared of? That we have the originator of sun breathing, who maybe killed an upper rank or the equivalent of an upper rank 113 years ago. And then now we have Tanjiro, the last in the line of sun breathing, the only one that has discovered how to do sun breathing, who has now participated in helping kill an upper rank. Because if so, that's wild. That's crazy. The connection. Of course, he didn't do it alone, but it's still the potentiality of what Tanjiro is capable of living up to the reputation of the Demon Slayer member that so terrified Muzan to the point that his cells still have PTSD and is giving memories to those that carry his blood. Like, he was that scared of him, that terrified of him. So maybe that's what they're referring to. It might not be, but I just think it's very telling the length of time and Muzan's level of fear of that original figure, and that Tanjiro is still alive and also is connected to this original figure by the mere fact that he is also a sun breather. Like, he's uncovered the origin of sun breathing.
ビワ女、無惨様はいらっしゃらないのか。
まだお見えではありません。
Or we're gonna see upper one.
くれよ、赤座殿。俺の心配はしてくれないのか。
He's the one that gave his blood to Daki. He's number 2. Yes. He gave the blood to Daki and Gyutaro.
お前がくれた壺、女の生首を生けて飾ってあるよ。
Amazing.
俺の部屋に。
Love that. Great decoration choice.
どかせ。
Oh, he's like, don't touch me.
腕をどかせ。
Oh! Oh, now the chaos has been unleashed.
いい拳だ。前よりも少し強くなったかな、赤座殿。
上限の一様は最初にお呼びしました。ずっとそこにいらっしゃいますよ。
Oh my god, upper one. I want to see upper one. Who is upper one?
私はここにいる。
Wait. Why does he look like the one that attacked Muzan? What? What?
雄太郎が死んだ。上限の月が欠けた。
誠にございますか。それは申し訳ありませぬ。牛太郎は俺が紹介したものゆえ、どのようにお詫びいたしましょう。目玉をほじくり出しましょうか。
強ない貴様の。
Oh, he's saving.
っていた。案の定、ダキが足手まといだった。
His vulnerability.
もうどうでもいい。
What are you up to, Muzan? Ooh, what are you up to? You seem quite unfazed.
人間
I'm
の部
shocked.
分を多く残していたものから負けていく。私はお前たちに来た。
俺があなた様の期待に応えなかった時があったでしょうか。
He's probably going to say, yeah, plenty.
産屋敷一族を未だに葬っていない。青い彼岸花はどうした？
They still haven't found it.
なぜ何百年も見つけられ
The
ぬ？
rage, it's coming out now.
私は
Who was the family that he's in
貴様らの
relation
存在
to, where
理
he's
由が
saying
わからなくなって
you
き
still haven't
た。
wiped out that family? Is it the Master's family?
産屋敷巧妙に姿を隠している。
近づくための情報を私はつかみました。ほんの今しがた。
私が嫌いなものは変化だ。
I mean, you know what? Same.
私が好きなものは不変。完璧な状態で永遠に変わらないこと。
Which is why there's no fluctuation between upper and lower ranks. Because he doesn't like change. It's why it's been unchanged for so long.
113年ぶりに上限を殺されて、私は不快の絶頂だ。まだ確定していない情報を危機として伝えようとするな。情報が確定したら、反転具と共にそこへ向かえ。
そんな私が掴んだ情報なのにこむたいな。
So upper fifth and upper fourth going.
でもそこがいい。情報とは何のことだ？
Tell
俺も
me.
一緒に行きたい。
Oh no, no, we've
Yeah.
got upper
そ
second
れ
going.
は教えてくれないか？この通り。
Oh!
お前に何か命じたか？失せろ。
お前は度が過ぎ。
You always go too far.
俺は何も気にしない。
お前のために言っているのではない。序列の乱れ。ひいては、従属関係にひびが入ることを憂いているのだ。
There's an order to things.
食わぬのならば、入れ替わりの決戦を申し込むことだ。
申し込んだところで赤座殿は我らに勝てまいが、加えて俺に至っては赤座殿よりも後で鬼となり早く出世したのだから。
Oh,
彼の
that's
内心
why he's
穏やかではある
pissed.
まい。
Yeah. He feels slighted.
それに俺はわざと避けなかったんだよ。
He is
ちょっと
so
した戯
quirky
れ
though.
さ。こういう風にして仲良くなっていくものだよ。
赤座。私の言いたいこ
Wait,
とを
why does he even have
わかったか。
the flame scar? I'm so what? Like he is dressed like a swordsman. He lacks the earrings, but I don't think it's the same because demons can alter their appearance. They can choose how they appear. What if he has chosen this appearance for a reason? But what would be the reason? Is it maybe Muzan's design because Muzan wants to mock the man that nearly killed him by having an upper rank demon take his appearance and do harm on the people that maybe he spent so many years trying to protect from demons? I don't know. It's obviously not the same. It can't be. But I think it's a choice to appear that way. I'm fascinated. I'm confused. I'm fascinated.
俺は必ずお前を殺す。
He's like, I will be number one. Oh my god.
さよなら、国志坊殿。
Goodbye.
なんだか俺は会話に入れてもらえなかったような気がするのだが。考えすぎだよな、赤座殿。
He seems like he genuinely wants to get on with Akaza. Like he actually wants to have a connection with him. But Akaza is like,
同
no.
じ場所に飛ばしてくだされ。待ってくれ。じゃあ俺も。
No. Because you weren't asked to go. You're not supposed to be involved.
もしよかったらこの後俺と。
お
Ding.
断りします。
I respectfully decline.
もう誰も彼も釣れないな。
I really like him.
待たせてすまないね。
Lord Founder, your disciples have arrived.
じゃあちょっとこれかぶってから。
Okay.
どうぞどうぞ。入ってもらっておくれ。
Is he a priest?
いや
Oh.
ー、よく寝てるな。本当に申し訳ない。客人に子守りをさせてしまって。
Hold the front door. Hold the front door. Making our guest babysit like this. This is the guy from Muzan's flashback. This is then Tanjiro's relative because it looks identical to Tanjiro, but also it's the same kimono that Tanjiro wears, the green and the black. So they're connected. So they're not related, but they are friends. So I had a theory that Tanjiro's family was not the creators of Sunbreathing, but they inherited it somehow from the one that Muzan was scared of, because of the fact that not all of them were born with the mark, and Tanjiro wasn't born with the mark. So if the mark was so important to the originators of Sunbreathing, then they couldn't have been the line that Sunbreathing initially originated from. So then that was my theory, is that they were connected to the guy. We're seeing it firsthand. We're seeing it. We're seeing it. I still don't know how this is connected to the upper rank one. Ooh, I'm gonna lose my shit.
で飯を食い続けるのも忍びない。
そんな、あなたは命の恩人だ。あなたがいなければ、俺たちどころか、この子も生まれていなかった。
He saved them from demons?
ならばせめて、あなたのことを後世に伝えます。
Oh, he wants to give his son his name.
後を継ぐ方がいなくて困っておられるんでしょ。
So is this
し
how
がな
they inherit Sunbreathing, is because he doesn't have any heirs for the technique?
道を極めた者がたどり着く場所はいつも同じだ。
Share the same fate. What fate would that be?
お前には私が何か特別な人間のように見えているらしいが、そんなことはない。私は大切なものを何一つ守れず、人生においてなすべきことをなせなかったものだ。何の価値もない男なのだ。
Oh,
そんな風に、
he's like, you're
そ
not
んな風に言わないで
worthless.
ほしい。
Without you, I wouldn't have my son.
自分のことをそんな風に。悲しい。悲しい。
Oh, Tanjiro's having flashbacks to his distant ancestor and the connection to the originator of Sunbreathing.
夢か。
So what do they mean? We all share the same fate. What fate is that? Is it a fate tied to Sunbreathing, or is it just... It must be a fate tied to Sunbreathing, because he's saying no matter the era, it's a fate we all share. Or is it a fate tied to the pursuit of hunting demons? But he was the last, so he didn't have anyone to pass it on to. So then the likelihood is that he then passed it on to this humble charcoal seller, who then passed it on to his son, and so on, so forth, until it gets to Tanjiro, who then finally uncovers the truth of it all. That it's not just a dance, that it's a breathing technique. It's a sword form. Oh my god, I don't even know where to begin. He's awake.
大丈夫。戦いの後2ヶ
2
月間
months.
意識が戻らなかったのよ。
Oh my god, are we about to get another rehabilitation arc? I think so. Oh, she was so worried.
よかった。
Oh, stop.
中合会議の時、かまど炭治郎に、いつまで寝てんだ、さっさと起きねえかと言ったのが、俺だ。
That was me.
あいつとはそこそこ縁がある。
It really does.
2ヶ月前、遊郭であいつらを発見したのも俺だ。俺よりも年下で剣士になって、命がけで戦うあいつらを素直に尊敬する。こいつはわけわからん。
It's flashy. It's okay.
正直自分が今すぐにでも食べたいのを全
It does
力で
look
我慢してい
really
る。
good.
あいつは鼻がいいらしいので、もしかしたら。
He's already awake.
なんでもやりっぱなしだなこの子マジで。かのおちゃんよ。全然喋んねえし変な子だよ。子供の頃から鬼殺なんてやらせるからだよ。
He says you never talk as if she's not been yapping away.
痛みそうだったら食べちゃっていいので。
ありがとうございます。
No!
戻ってんじゃねえか。もっと騒げや。君は本当にもうとしてんだ。もうやめつろ。
He basically just said, I can't scold her because she's higher than I am.
みんな心配してんだからよ。上とか下とか関係ねえからな。だから
He's
さっきの
awake.
意識戻ったぜ。
They've all been so stressed.
よかったです。
Oh.
カステラ落ちてる。
There's Costella on the bed. Oh. She's like, I came as fast as I could.
なんだ、洗濯物が絡まった葵さんか。
Especially after he took her
意識が戻って
place.
よかった。
She probably felt really guilty. Oh. He doesn't regret it for a minute. Especially because she would have died if she went.
もう任務に出てるらしい。
Oh!
嫌がりながら。
Against his will.
シラは自分で歩いてたな。嫁さんの肩借りてたけど。あーいってイライラする。隠しは全員引いてたよ。頑丈すぎて。
怖いっす。やばく
It
ね
is kind of scary. But he's alive, so I'm glad.
ひのすけさん、すごく状態が悪かったの。毒が回ったせいで呼吸による止血が遅れてしまって。
天井に張り付いてる伊之助は俺の幻覚なんだな。
よくぞ気づいたチャンポチよ。
I fucking love a Nosuke.
俺はお前よりも7日前に目覚めた男。
よかった伊之助はすごいな。
He really is.
もっと褒めろ。そしてお前は軟弱だ。
I fucking love a Nosuke.
ナグマっていう外国のイタチです。分厚い皮膚は鎧なんですよ。
Is this basically a Nosuke?
かわいい。
毒
That's pretty
伊之助
cool.
さんはこれと同じだって忍び
Yeah.
様だ。
He did grow up in the wild, you know.
適当だな、
He's quite
胡蝶さん。
resilient.
つまり俺は不死身ってこ
No,
と
you're
だ。
not immortal.
違うだろ。バカじゃねえの。
Oh my
これぞ
goodness.
バカだこの野郎。
I feel like Anosuke is my favorite character. He's just so chaotic. He's a delight.
寝たから静かにして。
They're all like, hold up a second.
あーまた
She
こいつ
barely
混戦
speaks,
した
but she's so
元気の
worried
悪いこと
about
言うん
him.
じゃないわよ。おもゆ作りに行きましょう。
She doesn't need her
早く
coin
回復
anymore.
してたくさん
She
食べれ
really
るように
does
なる
just
といい
follow
です
her
ね。
heart, as Tanjiro told her to do. I love that he's checking that Tanjiro is actually alive and that he's not in a coma. The cat! Oh, why are you scared? Oh, I thought he was going to die. Everyone was so worried. Yeah!
次私。
Everyone was so scared
そ
of
れから1週間後、
Tanjiro
炭
dying.
治郎さんが復活しました。
俺最強。
いやー寒
You're not going home, Zanatsu. Oh, I'm lonely. It's because he wants Inosuke and Tanjiro.
俺が眠ってる間に刀届いてない。刃こぼれしてしまったやつなんだけど。
刀ですか？鋼塚さんからお手紙は来てます。ご覧になります？
Is he refusing? To be fair, this is what, like the third swords now? Yeah, he's pretty damn pissed. He takes great pride. Still, this is the third time he's had to sort it out.
するのはよくあることなんですけど、鋼塚さんはちょっと気難しい方ですね。
He takes great pride in his work.
直接会ってお話しした方がいいかと。
I don't know, he might actually kill you.
皆さんの里です。
Okay, so we get our Swordsmith village arc. He's like, wait, what? I can just go there myself? Yes. Oh, I'm excited because I love his Swordsmith. He's so funny.
目隠しと耳栓です。里は隠されています。
Oh.
あなたは私が背負っていきますの。
So that he can't trace where they're actually going. But it makes sense that it's so hidden.
日輪刀を作る刀鍛冶の里は
Because these swords can kill demons. So of course they would want to wipe out anyone that can make them. Yeah. But I imagine because the arc takes place here, they're going to uncover the location.
隠しは次の隠しのところまでカラスに案内されるが、そのカラスも同じで頻繁に入れ替わる。
Oh, thank you from the bottom of my heart. That's so cute.
いいやつだな。
Oh, he is a good kid. He's like, be careful on your way back.
複雑な方法で隠されているらしい。
He also has kids and a wife to protect, so... But I think the demons are going to uncover it because the whole arc takes place in the Swordsmith village, right? Maybe? Are we going to get Rengoku's sword guards on Tanjiro's new sword? Kind of unnecessary fan service, but okay. We didn't need to see her naked, but okay. I know she's in a hot spring, but like they lingered quite intimately there, didn't they? I have to remember this is mainly designed for teenage boys.
一番偉いのわし。かりんとうあげよ
う。ありがとうございます。美味しいですね。
そうやの。ああ、ホタルなんやけどな。今行方不明になっててな。
Missing?
ホタル?
What do you mean missing?
鋼塚ホタル。
かわいい名前ですね。
そうやろ。わしが名付け親。
That is a cute name.
すぐ感触を起こしてどっか行きよる。すまんの。
俺が刀を折ったり、すぐ刃こぼれさせたりするからで。
Okay, so this is not unusual. He just disappears.
折れるような生黒を作った。
Oh! If this is his dad, it's probably where he gets it from.
君もまだ鬼狩りに行けるほど体が回復してないと聞いてる。うちの里の温泉は弱った体によく効くから、まあ、ゆっくり過ごしてや。
Where is he hiding? Probably because he feels like a failure in this Swordsmith village, you know? Because he doesn't want to be condemned again by people thinking that he made a faulty sword when he didn't.
皆さんのおかげで、俺たちは刀を震えるんですね。ありがとうございます。
何のお役目ですから、礼には及びません。ここの温泉はいろんな効能があって、切り傷、やけど、イボ痔、切れ痔、便秘、
Constipation,
痛風
bleeding
から失恋の
piles.
痛みまで何でも効くので、ぜひゆっくり入られてください。
はい。
So we're seeing the love Hashira, so she's probably going to be quite central to season 3 as well. Is it like this every time she's... Your breasts are this close to spilling out. Oh, okay. He's so concerned about her revealing herself. Is it like this every
何
time
ですか
she's
わかんない
shown
の
like
だから
boobing
名前聞い
breastfully.
たのに無視なの
Oh my god, she's like Zenetsu.
松茸ご飯だそうです。
本
食いしん坊なんだ
当ご飯
な。
だそうですよ
She is cute, but I imagine she's going to be the fan service of
前歯歯の落とし物
season. Oh! Did he just pull his own tooth out?
死ね
Die? Rude.
元気でやってた？風柱と名字一緒だね。
話しかけんじゃねえ
Okay, he still has a temper.
裸の付き合いで仲良くなれると思ったんだ
We
けど。
could bond in our
人間関係って
nakedness.
難しいな。
Oh, Nezuko.
すごいですね。
そうかな今日はそんなに食べてないけど
甘露寺さんが温泉で会ったのは品津川玄也という俺の同期でしたよ。
Yeah, he's just like that. I wouldn't take it to
夏川
heart.
さんの弟さんでしょでも品津川さん弟いないって言ってたの
Oh, oh, oh no. I just clocked on as to who they were referring to. Yeah, the Winter Shearer, the one that tried to kill Nezuko. Sorry, it was so long ago. It took me a hot damn minute to realize who they were referring to. And both of them are absolutely covered in scars. And he's also denying that he has a younger brother. So no wonder he's such a hothead. He likely has a really traumatic backstory. Jeez. Who needs enemies when you have a brother that denies your existence?
そうなんですか。どうしてだろ
And he also wasn't training under him. He was training under the Stone Hashira as well.
私のうちは5人兄弟だけど仲良しだからよくわからなくて
So she can relate to Tanjiro's love of siblings because she got on with hers.
で里の人が話してた何か持ってきてるのかしら
う。後で握り飯でも持っていこう。
Oh,
そう
Tanjiro.
ねそうしましょ
He's just such a good
うね
guy.
ずこちゃん私ねお肉食べたらねまたお腹空いてきちゃった
The little hand holding. So cute.
甘露寺さんはなぜ鬼殺隊に入ったんですか？
の見つけるためなの
Okay.
自分よりも強い人がいいでしょ
Oh,
女の子なら
so she needs to find someone
ま
stronger
た
than
僕の気
herself.
持ち男の子には難しいかな
He's like, I can't believe you joined for that reason. Hey, she's got
玄
ambition.
也くんいないわね
Might be different to yours, but you know.
間もなく刀が研ぎ終わるそうです。
あらもう行かなきゃいけないみたい
気になさらずお見送りします。
いいのよ多分深夜経つことになるから
Oh, Nezuko doesn't want her to leave. She's like, please don't.
今度また生きて会えるかわからないけど頑張りましょうね
Oh,
あなたは上限の鬼と戦って生き残ったこ
let's
れは
fight
す
the
ごい
good
経験
fight.
よ今の炭治郎くんは前よりももっとずっと強くなってる
He's gonna be a Hashira in no time.
甘露寺みつりはかまど兄弟を応援してるよ
Oh, Mitsuri is really cute.
宇髄さんに勝たせてもらっただけですから。
No, he
も
didn't
っとも
let
っ
you
と頑張
win.
ります。
What?
鬼物寺無惨に。
I don't think you
Katami.
realize like how much faith they all have in you.
この里には強くなるための秘密の武器があるらしいの探してみてね
Oh, Nezuko's so sad. She's like, please. He's just a teenage boy. But he's a respectful teenage boy because he was like, your boobs are gonna spill out, please. He was trying to stop them from, you know.
長より鋼塚さんが見つかり次第連絡するとことづかっております。
What if something's
それま
happened
で
to
体力を
him?
つけて
I know
静
it's
養して
not
ください。
abnormal for him
はい
to kind of
ありがとうございます。
disappear,
いた
but
だきます。
still.
甘露寺さんに教えてもらった強くなるための秘密の武器を探してみようかと思うんだ。一緒に行くか？
Of course she does.
やっぱり刀かな。
Oh,
待ってたりするのかな。
what if it's the blue
宝探し
spider
みたいで
lily?
ワクワクするな。
Oh.
しつこいな。いい加減にしろ。
君こそいい加減
Oh,
にしな
the
よ。
Mr.
押し
Shira.
問答している時間がもったいないだろ。
勝手なんだよ。 そうだ。
早くどっか行けよ。
霞柱、時藤無一郎。
ほら鍵。
渡さない。これは俺の先祖が作った大事なものなんだ。
後ろにもう一人誰かいるのか。
だから渡さないって言ってるだろ。
誰だろう。知ってる。俺、見覚えがある。
What? Huh? It's obviously not the upper one, because the upper one wouldn't disobey Muzan's orders. It looks like the love and Miss Hashira are going to be our focus for this arc then. Oh wow, that was so cool. All the breathing that has originated from him, the legacy that he's left behind. He may have thought he was nothing special, but none of these breathing techniques could have originated without him, you know?
炭治郎の目が覚めてよかった。よかった
ところで伊之助さんはいつから天井に張り付いていたんでしょう。
At least a couple of days.
ということは少なくとも1時間以上はあそこにいたってこと。
He was
相
worried
変わ
about
らずのめちゃくちゃぶりだわ。
Tanjiro.
俺様がいたのは前にからだ。起きろ、起きろ、カンナジラ。目を覚ませ。いい加減起きろ、こら。病は気からだ。
He's sick is all
本
in
当
the
にありがとう。
mind.
次回第2話より一ゼ
Oh,
ロ
he's
式。
got the
刀鍛冶の
fuzzies.
里でも俺頑張るから。
何心配させんじゃねえぞ。
Oh, I love that little friendship. But Tanjiro's on his own because the others aren't with him this time. But we have Mitsuri, the love Hashira, on about like a secret weapon. And then now we have the Miss Hashira trying to get the key that it doesn't want to pass down. And then Tanjiro seeing someone who looks like the warrior that terrifies Muzan, but also looks like the number 1 of the 12 demon moons, which is just I don't even know how to fathom it. I feel like they're going to tie it all together, but it can't be the upper rank because he wasn't sent here. It was the 2, it was number 5 and number 4 to gather information. I don't know if they were sent here, but they needed to gather information. And then because it's called the Swordsmith village arc, I feel like everything's going to take place here. So we have the boy from the final selection in season 1, who is actually the younger brother of the Wind Hashira, which makes sense because they do look alike. I don't know why I didn't peg that, but he denies that he has a younger brother. But when we saw him last, when we had all the Hashiras receiving the news of Rangoku's death, he was with the Stone Hashira, so it looks like he's training with him. So there is definitely friction because his brother is denying his existence, says that he doesn't have a younger brother, and also hasn't taken him on as an apprentice, which is really odd considering Rangoku would have taken his younger brother on if he had been able to, but his younger brother just couldn't get the grasp of the training. And then Shinobu has taken on Kanao. So, and then I think she was taken on by her older sister too. So it seems to be very much like a legacy familial lineage, but he is not taking his brother. Well, shit. And then Tanjiro's Swordsmith has disappeared. I have a feeling that if he doesn't come back soon, it's going to be kind of like, oh shit, maybe something's happened to him. Maybe that's what they're referring to by gathering information, is that they managed to get a hold of him. But yeah, you can kind of understand why he's angry. But then he also has to suffer the judgment of everyone in the village every time he has to remake Tanjiro's sword, So no wonder he's pissed off at Tanjiro, because it's not his fault that the sword's not holding up. It's Tanjiro's fault. So he's getting judged and condemned by the people around him for making a faulty sword, which he knows isn't faulty. So then he takes it out on Tanjiro every time he sees Tanjiro. And now this time he's like, I'm not making you one, because you're just not going to respect it the way that it deserves. He's not having to remake it, but he's having to sort the blade out because it's chipped. But then we might see Tanjiro get Rengoku's sword guard put on, because Rengoku's younger brother gave it to him, but it is still just being held on to. Like, it's not on a weapon, so hopefully we get that. And if we do, I'm going to absolutely fucking lose it, because then he will be quite literally carrying Rengoku's memory on with him. Mitsuri, I think, is very much going to be fan service for quite a lot of season 3. I understand that it was a hot spring, but there was quite a lot of lingering on the shape of her body and her assets when she was running down the stairs. So she was boobing breastily, shall I say. But poor Tanjiro, as much as he's like, oh my god, the attention, he is very respectful. He's like, you're gonna fall out. Please let me protect your decency. He's such a sweet boy, because he could be leering, but he's not. He's just a little gentleman, and we love him for it. But I also love Mitsuri's relationship with Nezuko, like treating her like a younger sister, and Nezuko not wanting her to go. It was really sweet and endearing, and the fact that she also has siblings, so she can relate to Tanjiro and Nezuko's bond, but also understand how bizarre it is that the wind Hashira is just not connected to his younger brother, that there's this friction between them. We got essentially the reveal that Tanjiro's ancestor was saved by the warrior that Muzan's scared of, that if not for that warrior, Tanjiro's family line would have been wiped out, because his God knows how far back grandfather would not have survived, the baby wouldn't have survived, the whole family line would have been wiped out then and there. So it's thanks to him that the family line was able to continue to the point that we now have Tanjiro, who can connect back to that dream. Well, he thinks it's a dream, but it's not a dream, it's a memory. It's a connection to the past. So him not having an heir means that he likely gave the dance to the humble charcoal seller that was feeding him for free, taking him in, treating him with kindness and consideration, and was really upset when he was saying, I'm nothing special. And I failed to protect those that I care most about. I failed really to do anything of note. And I wonder if that could be related to Muzan, that maybe there's regret that he didn't kill Muzan or failed to kill Muzan, because obviously Muzan has survived, but Muzan is just severely traumatized by this warrior. So I think it was very much a touch and go that Muzan lived. But they have formed a little bond. I think they become friends. He teaches the dance to him, and then he teaches it to his son, so on, so forth, until we get to Tanjiro, where sun breathing is reignited, it's reborn, and the legacy of the man that had no heir continues on through Tanjiro's family line, because they did see something special in him. They did see something worthy, that his name and legacy and breathing technique should continue for subsequent generations. And Tanjiro is the credit to this warrior, to the point that Muzan is terrified of who Tanjiro represents, which is this warrior. He reminds him of that warrior. The earrings, the sun breathing. Tanjiro is the biggest threat. Tanjiro is his heir. And I loved that scene in the credit where you have him and then everyone else descending back, because it's from sun breathing that all the other techniques have formulated from. I just thought that was really beautiful, because it's paying respect to the man that didn't think he was special, that didn't think he was worthy. If only he could see the legacy that he has left behind, you know? Because none of this would exist if not for him. The Demon Slayer Corps wouldn't exist if not for him. but I'm excited to learn more because we're getting introduced to quite a few new characters. We got introduced to all of the upper ranks of the 12 Demon Moon. And then we also have Muzan, who's just absolutely pissed off about any change, doesn't want any disruption in the hierarchy, but he said that he already kind of knew that Umai, I keep bouncing between Umai and Daki as the name, would be Gyutero's downfall in the end. She would be his greatest weakness. So it's kind of like he's prepared, but he's still pissed. He's still angry because the change is that after 113 years of stability of the upper ranks being untouchable, we now have one being killed. They now all have to work 10 times harder, but it's also putting the pressure on Muzan. He knows that he's against the clock now. But that upper one of the 12 Demon Moons, I need to know why they look like that warrior. Again, I think it is just a slight. I think it's to show disrespect to that warrior. It's some like sadistic way of doing so, but I don't know. And then Akaza is clearly jealous. Is it Domo? Because he's not been a demon as long as Akaza, but then got stronger and became number 2 over him. So there's some jealousy and envy to the point that he's being told to remember the hierarchy, remember his place, and that if he wants to change the hierarchy, then he needs to actually fight and take that position, which is why he's like, I will kill you, you know? Disrupting the hierarchy, which in turn undermines subordination. Like, the whole point is there's a hierarchy for a reason. It goes 1, 2, 3. They're all under him. So Akaza showing disrespect to Domo, who's above him, is undermining the whole point of the hierarchy, which is subordination. He's showing that it's possible to disrespect those above you with no consequence. So he's reminding Akaza of his place, that if Akaza wants to be this way, then he needs to fight for the position that's above Domo. He needs to take Domo's position. Because that's the whole point, is that they're all subordinate to Muzan, but they're all subordinate to each other. They all answer to the one above them. That was a lot of information, and I really can't touch on everything because my brain is just kind of blanking right now, especially because it was such a long episode, and then we jumped from like rehabilitation, Infinity Castle, Swordsmith Village, getting some flashbacks to Tanjiro's ancestor, and then also the potential image of someone that looks like the warrior but also looks like the number 1 of the 12th Demon Moon at the end there. So like my head is kind of in a tizzy, kind of all over the place. I'm just but what it did confirm is that Tanjiro's family line are not born with the scars, because the baby didn't have a scar. So how did they get the scar is the question. Is the scar tied to sun breathing? Is it that they get the scar through performing sun breathing? That it's something that just develops because of going through the motions? It's like the body recognizes the sun breathing, so it gives them the mark because it's the sign of the sun breather. I don't know. I am more than curious as to how this is going to play out, but I'm very excited. I'm just sad that Inosuke and Zenitsu aren't here, but I wonder if maybe they'll show up at some point, or this is going to be more focused on Tanjiro and the other boy from the first selection and the 2 Hashira, the Love Hashira and the Mist Hashira. So then we'll maybe get to understand his backstory and why he's so angry. I'll eventually remember his name, but as of right now, we haven't really seen him in a long time, so his name continues to elude me, but we'll figure it out in subsequent episodes, especially if they're going to delve into his background, which then makes me think we're going to see the Wind Hashira pop up again. And he's a menace. He's a menace to society. He's a menace to Nezuko. So yeah, I'm also worried about the master because it looks like the poison in the credit scenes there was advancing down his hands, and maybe we're going to lose him in like series 3 or series 4, unless Nezuko has a way of healing him, maybe. But I think that's all I want to say for now. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this react, please consider liking, subscribing, and leaving a comment below to help boost this video into the algorithm. And until next episode, bye!